As
What's
soon
up?
as we get the audio set up, Donte, you can hear us?
Yeah, what's good? What's good? What's going on?
Cool. Steven, you want to start us off with the first question?
As well. Dante, last year you guys played the Cardinals. A lot has been made about their quote unquote air raid offense, but you guys seem to put the clamps down on them in that game last year. What exactly do you see from the Cardinals offense? And considering their scheme, how exactly were you so successful in stopping it?
They have a scheme where they like to get a lot of guys going early, a lot of guys touches early. You know, they have a lot of explosive playmakers and Kenyon Drake, D Hop, Christian Kirk, and of course Larry Fitzgerald. So they have a lot of explosive guys. Who can make plays all over the field. So they like to just get those guys going early. And I just think that we had a lot of success because we came out and we attacked early. We cut down the explosive plays. And an offense like that, they're built on explosive plays. So you just got to stop the explosive plays. Cut out how many passes are thrown over your head. Cut out how many explosive runs they have, and you have some success. And I think that's what we did pretty well last year.
Let's go to Nick Carboni and then Nick Getzberg.
Dante, specifically, what do you see from Kyler Murray this year that may be different from how he played as a rookie last year?
He's that same dynamic playmaker with the ball in his hands. I'm sure everybody sees that. But I can see he makes better decisions with the ball. He's more careful with it this year. He is some errant stuff out there that probably he want to have back, but for the most part, he's very, very careful with the ball this year. He's seeing his running lanes a little bit earlier, knowing when he can have a crease to get out. And I think he's just a smarter scrambler. He's getting down fairly quick. He's not really getting hit a lot. He's just overall a smarter player year two.
Hey, Dante, I was wondering, can you just take us through you left the game Sunday and then, you went back in and out. What happened with your injury and kind of where, I know you practiced Sunday, but are you feeling good with that toe?
Yeah, it was a deep ball in the third quarter. I came down, landed on my back, and I rolled over and stumped my toe a little bit. Same toe that I had turf toe and stumped in during training camp. So it was bothering me. Trying to still stay out there, so I came off to the sideline, and when I came out the first time, got it up, got it looked at, and once I got to the sideline, after I calmed down a little bit, it wasn't hurting as bad as it was when I was on the field. So I'm gonna go back out there, try to get back out there for my team, and that's what I was trying to do, just get back out there and try to fight through for the rest of the game, but it just was really, really irritated, my toe injury that it had been there for a few weeks now. It was really, really irritating. It just wasn't given, so I wasn't able to finish the game out. But just back in here Monday morning, Tuesday morning, even this morning, Wednesday morning, just treating it and just trying to get it feeling as good as I can before Sunday.
Go to Mike Solarte and then David Newton.
Hey, Dante, good to see you again. How does that performance against the Chargers kind of carry over to this week? Because it seemed like the takeaways were there, the pressures were there, and that can be maybe a bit of a springboard for you guys going into this week.
It definitely gives us momentum. It definitely gives us momentum because that Charger team we beat wasn't a bad team at all. We played like a team. We took care of the ball, we took the ball away. And that could carry over huge, because that was our big thing, week 2 and week 3, taking care of the ball, taking the ball away. We was able to do both against the Chargers, so I can see that carrying over to Arizona because that's something that we put on film. We obviously know that we can do it. We obviously know that we can play as a team, all 3 phases, and that's something that definitely gonna carry over because we know we can do it. Like I said, we know we can get out there and compete with any team. All we have to do is just play together, stay together, and I can see that definitely carrying over to this week.
Hey Dante, this is David. Glad to see you running around again out there today. Take me through some of the growth steps you've observed with this defense since the start of training camp, and how with those steps Phil Snow's impacted it.
Sorry, the growth steps?
The growth steps of this defense.
Oh, growth steps. Oh yeah.
And how Phil's impacted that.
Well, when this staff got here, they main thing was to just play hard, play fast with effort, and it took a while for all of us to get that unit and to get that that camaraderie and get that chemistry going, but I think that the growth steps we definitely take is we actually everybody's playing with tremendous effort now. Everybody's trying to get to the ball, everybody's trying to make tackles, everybody's just trying to do their 111 and just do their job. And I think that was a big thing coming out of camp. Everybody just wasn't totally sold in on doing just their job. And I think that's something that is going to take time, but that's just excuses. We get out here every day and we practice on doing our job. And I think that the more we practice at it, going hard every Thursday and Wednesday, we coming together, and I think that's the most of the growth steps. Everybody's starting to trust each other a little bit more. The D line is starting to trust the linebackers trust the secondary, all the way back down. And I think that's the main focal points of building a good defense in this league. And Coach Snow has been a huge contributor to that, because he just want us to play together. He understands that mistakes will be made. He understands that every play's not going to be perfect, but as long as we all play together and play fast, that's the main thing he's been preaching. And I think the guys are, me, myself, and everybody's on the defense, we're definitely buying into that.
Was there one thing though that you saw here recently that made that trust factor click?
I would say just everybody knowing their job and doing their job. We have a lot of stuff that we run, so it really takes a huge amount of focus to know your job on every given snap and every given play call. But I can definitely see that guys are just buying into it more. So you see guys coming in early, watching film. You see guys staying in late watching film, just because that it's a huge mental thing to stay locked in and to know your job on every given play. Especially when you didn't have that off season to really learn it how you wanted to learn it, to really run it how you wanted to run it. So we kind of knew it was going to be a slight slow start, but everybody's coming together now, and we can just see this thing getting better and better every week.
All right, guys, we only have time for two more, so let's go to Miles Simmons and then finish with Jonathan.
Donte, when you look at DeAndre Hopkins, just as a cornerback, what makes him so good as a wide receiver, and how much do you look forward to the challenge of taking him on?
He catches everything. He catches everything. He gets a lot of targets for that reason, because he rarely puts anything on the ground, so his quarterbacks, all the quarterbacks he's had in the past, they just trust him. He's a vet. He's a savvy vet. He knows how to use his hands. He knows how to. He's just competitive. And looking forward to it, because I'm competitive. So it's gonna be one of those matchups that you gotta be ready for. You can't come in here not locked in for a practice day, not locked in for a film day, because that guy's gonna be locked in every single play and he's gonna compete.
Hey, what's up, Donte? Not much, man. Question: Is there anything that you might have learned from Phil Snow in these weeks or months that you've been under him that may have surprised you, or anything that you learned about him that surprised you?
Not really. We was doing virtual meetings during the off season, and Coach Snow, everybody kind of got a clear picture of how Coach Snow is. He's a very enthusiastic coach. He's very school, and he just want everybody. And like I stated earlier, he's one of those coaches that understands that every play is not going to be perfect. That understands that mistakes are going to be made from young guys, from old guys, from intermediate guys. He understands all that. The best thing that's one of the best things I like about him, because only thing he really preaches, and we always like to mess with him. That's the old school in him, is just play hard, man. And that's one thing that I think that I've took from Coach Snow the most since I've been with him. Just play hard, man. You're gonna mess up on stuff, you're gonna give up stuff. Just play hard every single play, and you play for your teammates. And that has been, I think he start every meeting with that. Regardless of who we playing, regardless of who we played, regardless of what we did, who was playing hard and who wasn't, who was giving effort and who wasn't. And I think that all the guys know that, so that kind of makes us play harder. And because we know that that's one thing he's not gonna fuss at you about anything else, unless you playing hard. You can mess up on the play. Yeah, it's gonna be a thing to him because he obviously wants you to get it right, but he understands that not every play is gonna be right. But were you playing hard and weren't you? So that's probably his two biggest things, and I think that's the things that me, myself, and the guys on the defense, all bought into immediately, is to play hard.
All right, guys, we gotta let him go. Donte,
Thanks.
thank you. Bye. All right, media, that's gonna do it.